Hello and welcome to CR Wrestling Commentary. Cedric and Cedric here. And this week we're doing Ring of Honor Pure Tournament Week 5. And I don't have it up there because I was not thinking about it, but you'll see Jay Lethal versus David Finlay. We'll get to that after we do Week 4 comments. And, well, you know, we know who Week 4 comments are done by.
Zemo 12.
Damn it! And it's times 2. He confirmed it, but that's later. Hey, the screen's on your favors.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say more to it. Okay. That is okay, CR. Sometimes life get in the way and it's hard to catch up to everything. I have not been keeping up with G1, and to be honest, I am getting a little tired with it. That was the kind of G1 day we had today too, man. It was slow.
Slow as balls dipped in molasses.
I will try to catch up and finish it, but I have been enjoying the Pure Tournament more. When it comes to WWE, you are not missing much. I have vowed never to watch WWE again, not after the shit they pulled in 2018 with Saudi Arabia. I have not watched Week 4, but I will catch up. I will catch up. I am happy to hear that the matches are still great. Take care of yourself, CR.
Thank you, Zemo times 2.
Yep.
It's times 2, not 12.
Ah, shut up.
So, yeah, New Japan is like that. I mean, I'm waiting for you to say something we're going to disagree with.
Yeah. Haven't happened yet.
I'm waiting. That sound you're hearing, that's Minecraft in the background.
Or is my phone blipping?
Yeah, it's one of them. So, we're going to get to the first match. Jay Lethal versus David Finlay.
That was a good match.
It was, I'm going to say this, as expected, but it went above it. Because, they did their baseline thing, and I'm like, okay, yeah. So let me see if I can mute out the sound. But how can I say this? They did what they was going to do. And I'm like, yeah, this is going on par with how this match should go. Okay. But then Jay tried to stop himself in the corner from a hammer throw and tweaked his ankle.
Or his knee.
Yeah, it could be his knee, but he's feeling it in his ankle. That's okay. Possible. I know because I've done it a lot. But he was really he was messing with his ankle a lot, and I figured he must have popped it. Probably some severe soft tissue damage, which is deep in the ankle. And as the time goes on, it gets worse, and that's exactly what it did. David didn't work his leg too much, but that ankle was messed up.
Like he was working it prior to the injury, actually.
That was the knee, though.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he was working his knee, because he worked it earlier.
And yep, but when Jay's ankle did whatever it did, because we did have a good view of it, Jay didn't care about his knee.
No, he didn't.
So it sort of exposes the business, but it also makes things look a little bit more legit.
Yeah, because if you get a worse injury, you're not going to care about the minor injury.
Yep.
I mean, if you get your hand cut off, you're not going to worry about that hangnail.
No. No.
I mean, that's just
you'd be wishing you had that hangnail. And so, how can I say this? I would give that match 3 stars. I would give that match 3 stars. It could go higher, but Jay got hurt. He couldn't do his trifecta plancha suicidas.
Yeah.
He couldn't do that.
He could have done it. It just wouldn't have been wise.
It wouldn't have been wise, and he wouldn't have been able to get in the ring in time. Instead, he just got him up and got him back in the ring. They had to call an audible. They did cause heavy damage to each other during that match. High impact moves. Yeah. And very technical, ring savvy. Jay went with more of a ground game than anything else. Yeah. David as well.
Yeah, they were trying to.
David forced Jay for a rope break. And the look on Jay's face wasn't about, oh man, I messed up. It was like, I had no choice. And I am glad I made this choice. So, After that, you've got more back and forth, hitting moves, carrying the match like pro wrestlers should be able to do. Garbage wrestlers can't carry a match. They only know how to get beat on and then get offense.
Yeah.
That's a garbage wrestler.
And bleed. They master bleeding.
Yeah. You gotta bleed something high risk and damn near kill yourself. But ultimately, and Jay's done this before, but he got that backhand spring into an ace crusher, which he calls the lethal injection. He got it on Finley and it didn't look phony.
Look good.
It took him a while to cover him. It took him a while. Truthfully, I really do wish David had kicked out because he had quite a bit of rest in terms of, getting the cover.
Yeah, he had about 2 seconds, maybe 3.
And that's an eternity sometimes.
But him not kicking out adds to the validity of the move.
Which is good. You protect your moves. I do wish he would have kicked out and done nothing. Jay could have polished him off with something else. But it didn't go that way. And it wouldn't have been bad if it did. But yeah, Jay Lethal, he win. Pinfall. That's cool. And, they're not enemies, so it's all good, right?
Yeah.
Now we get to extra. We get to extra.
Oh, you gonna talk about that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after the match, Vincent, the horror king, comes out.
Who was really coming to his own before the pandemic.
Yeah. I gotta say, he needs to lay off one word.
Man.
Yes. He's got to lay off. Man. You dig what I'm saying, man?
And man.
You know what I'm saying, man?
A whole lot of man going on.
Man.
Maybe he was nervous.
Man. No, he ain't nervous. Now, granted, he could do a good promo. I honestly don't listen to him and think this Joker. No. I'm like, this dude, he's real. When I hear him, I'm like, he believes what he's saying.
And he has gotten to the point where we remember his name. That's always a good thing.
Yes. Because I ain't know before.
Just that dirty looking dude with Matt Taven.
Yep. And Matt Taven comes back. And he attacks him. Now, here's the thing. We haven't watched Ring of Honor in quite some time.
That wasn't anything to watch.
Matt Taven was hurt, and he said, 10 months?
Yeah.
So this is pre-pandemic, because I think Vincent, supposedly hurt him and stuff.
Yeah, he was gone before the pandemic hit.
So, this dude, Matt Taven, he comes back, and his ring gear, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
His hair sucks, but everything else was good.
Yeah. I wish he'd just grow it out.
Or just cut it off.
He's got to do one or the other.
Because he's sticking to that memo. Shave it all off, leave a little sprig of shit bouncing around the top of your head like a dumbass.
He attacks Vincent. He beats on him. Pulls the ring mat back. Exposes the wood. Snapmare driver right on it. Actually, ends it with DDT right onto it. And it looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
I was really looking for Vincent to be bleeding or a knot forming or something. But Matt won't done.
Drug him out, drug a table out, put him up on the table.
Frog splash on the table.
From the top.
Rope.
To the floor.
Hurt himself.
And looked as if he were in pain. He didn't get up like, yeah. No,
like a garbage wrestler would do.
He was writhing in pain.
And you could tell on his face that was worth it. You could see it. That was worth it. And here's my problem with it. You're supposed to come back, get a little even with the bad guy. And then the bad guy's supposed to feel slighted. This level of attack makes Vincent look like the heel, not the heel, but the face.
Which is weird because Taven is classically a heel.
Yep.
And he just got out heeled and got hurt in the process.
And now he comes back trying to be a heel. No, being a face, but doing everything a heel would do.
Yeah, because he's a heel. We're going to have to see how this play out.
We're going to have to. Because I'm like, if you can't differentiate your faces from your heels by tactics, then you got a problem. You know, and granted, he owes him. I get that. But, I mean, basically, those two things should have been like jeopardizing somebody's career, that kind of thing that should go on. But we'll see how it plays out. I'm not a fan of how this happened, but I would say Matt Taven's gear is amazingly cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
except his hair.
And Vincent, as Cedra said, she was looking at Vincent's tattoos and said, "If you spill something on you, how will you know?"
You're not gonna know if you spill something on you. Just blend in until it gets sticky or something. They're like, I got a sticky tattoo. Nah, man, it's jam.
Oh, jam. Won't you jam with me?
Jam? I haven't had jam in a week. Yeah, man, babe.
Shit. So yeah, that should cover everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, now it's on the commercial of Freedom to Think.
I think this is somebody's promo. I don't think it's a commercial.
Oh, okay. Group think, mob mentality. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be those the new people.
The guys in the hoodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what it is anyway. Let's roll. All right. Main event time. You know how this goes. 2 matches. So this is Jonathan Gresham versus Matt Seidel. And this was a great professional wrestling mat-based submission type match.
It was real good.
I could watch this one again. Jonathan Gresham is very entertaining.
He is.
I like when he throw his hands up. Yeah, like you get a hoot out of that. Because when we first introduced to Jonathan Gresham, you know, they're running back and forth on the ropes. He stopped, throw his hands up. They're like, what? And he just, you know, poke them in the eye or stomp on their foot.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get enough of Jonathan Gresham.
It's like when the dude from WCW, Alex, the German dude, screamed at the guy.
Alex Wright.
Alex Wright in the middle of the match. Ah! Do it. What?
Whoa, shit! and then he punched him.
Yep.
That mess was funny because it came out of nowhere. You don't expect somebody to holler in terror. My mic fell.
Oh,
it fell.
You gotta get it.
Yeah, the twisty tie. If y'all hear that scratching, I'm trying to tighten the twisty tie.
A pipe cleaner.
Yeah, a pipe cleaner. My bad. Putting it back on my shirt. There we go. Okay, what was we saying?
Well, how awesome Jonathan Gresham is.
Yeah, that. We was on the talking note, but I can't remember that.
Oh, about Alex Wright screaming in the ring. You weren't expecting that, and a lot of the things that Jonathan Gresham does, you just not expecting. The dude just shoot his hands up in the air. You're gonna look, and so you take your eye off the ball.
Jonathan Gresham brings a lot of new, diverse moves to the match.
Mm-hmm.
I like that because everyone else got their. You know, they just go through their emotions various different ways with various emotions behind it. And that's good. But Gresham, you look at his matches, you know his style, but he don't necessarily do the same things twice.
He doesn't.
His repertoire is vast. Now, don't get it twisted. Gresham is a speed runner and quick hitter. That he can do that. He's also good at stretching people. He's got his mat, his pro wrestling. He's got his Greco. He's got all of that.
That submission wrestling is a beast.
You know, he's got his technicals. He's got a little power game too. But
that submission wrestling is a beast.
Yes, stay away from. Don't let him grab you.
Mm-mm.
And this pro wrestling, so you done already half lost.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I'm always stunned by this guy. You know, they tie each other up. They do that. Yes, I can't really break this match down move for move because there is a slurry of them. There is a great deal of moves in this match. But the conclusion, that would have to be the Romero special. And he hooked it in really well, just like anyone should.
Nah, man. It's
because he did it with bad intentions.
Anyone else you see do it, okay, they get it done. They hold it for a minute.
He
and
placed
then
it
it's over.
very well.
Very carefully, he laced those ankles to the inside of his legs. Got him pulled back up into the surfboard and held it. There was no, okay, I'm going to hold it for a second, make you holler, and pop you out of it. There was none of that.
He released him.
On one side.
Yep, let him drop down and use his leg as a fulcrum, as a single leg metal calf slicer.
And he tapped.
He had no choice.
He had no choice.
Here's
that
the
shit
thing.
Was tangled up.
Matt Sydal, when that pain set in, that was legit. There was not a work. I'm going to let y'all know that right now. That pain that set in, that was knee and ankle. Mostly his knee. I can probably tell you right now, it was the lower area of the patella.
He had his leg tangled up like a 5-year-old shoelace, man. It was tangled.
It was done. It was going nowhere until Gresham let it go. And Gresham let it go with, I don't want to fuck him up. You could tell. That, put it like this. If he wasn't supposed to lose, Gresham screwed everybody.
Yeah.
It was like, you're going to lose today. And it was good. I like it. And you're not going to see that again. You're not going to see that again. He's going to do something else next match.
Yep.
He's going to do something else. You can't plan for it. You cannot plan for someone like that. All you got to do is hope you get them before they get you.
Yep.
Basically, somebody's got to knuckle up and just get disqualified. Or at least distract the ref so he can get that second in and nothing happened.
Distract the ref and swap to the balls. I don't know what you can do to prepare for Gresham.
I'm enjoying this. I really am. Lethal, he hit that lethal injection basically on one foot. He's done it before.
Yep.
You know, Gresham is showing you that he's not going to run out of moves.
He is not to be trifled with.
He's an everlasting gobstopper of wrestling. That's just it. The favors keep on coming.
Yeah.
So, I'm curious to what y'all thought about this. As usual, leave your comments for those that do. You know, it'd be nice if someone other than Zemo Times 2 would do this. You know, so yeah, we got one new comment we can read, but it's not much. But that'll be for G1 though.
All right.
In any case, thank you for your time, patience, energy, and all that stuff. If you haven't watched Ring of Honor Pure Tournament and you're just hearing this, check it out from week 1 to week 5. The shows are roughly an hour. That's about it. And the matches are honestly better than New Japan's. I'm not gonna stun on that. They're better than New Japan's. And really, you don't have to bring up any other corporate companies or anything. Might as well call them corporations. So this has been Cedric and Cedar for CR Wrestling Commentary, Ring of Honor Pure Tournament, Week 5. Thank you for your time, patience, energy, your views, your comments, and all that. Much appreciation. Thank you for listening. Good night, everyone.
Good night.